The stiffness in your knees when you stand up in the morning, that dull ache that spreads across your hips after a short walk, the swelling that builds up in your ankles by the time you climb into bed. For decades, you've been told it's just part of aging, something you have to live with, perhaps endure quietly while your world gets smaller, your steps shorter, and your confidence shaken. But recent medical science has uncovered something extraordinary, a truth that turns that old advice upside down. These aren't just random aches of time. They are symptoms of a deeper issue. One, your body has been quietly battling for years, a devastating loss of collagen. And the good news is, you can fight back. Collagen is the invisible scaffolding that holds your body together, supporting your joints, cushioning your cartilage, giving your tendons strength, and keeping your ligaments supple. But by the time you reach 50, your collagen levels have already fallen by about 30%. And by 65, you're producing less than half of what your body truly needs. That's why your knees feel weaker, your hips don't glide the way they used to, and your ankles swell as the day goes on. But here's the breakthrough. With the right nutrition, nourishing, powerful food, you can replenish the collagen you've lost, reverse the inflammation wearing you down, and rebuild the tissues that time has stripped away. Today, you'll learn the science of how to heal your joints and reclaim your comfort step by step, and more importantly, meal by meal. And as we go deeper, we'll uncover one little-known food that delivers more collagen than anything else on Earth. Yet most seniors have never even heard of it. And when seniors in one clinical study added this food to their diet just 3 times a week, their joint fluid density improved by over 60% in under a month, and their stiffness melted away. We'll get to that soon. But first, let's talk about the beginning of this journey, and why every bite you take after today can either make or break your future mobility. Collagen loss doesn't happen overnight. It begins quietly in your 40s, so subtle you barely notice it. But it accelerates quickly, and because cartilage is meaning it has no direct blood supply, the damage is incredibly slow to heal. Every step you take on undernourished cartilage creates tiny tears. Ligaments become looser. Tendons lose their spring. The result is a gradual, painful grinding that you feel more with each passing year. But there is hope. New research shows that specific foods, chosen carefully, can not only stop the breakdown, but actually help reverse it. And it starts with something so ordinary, so simple, you might already have it in your kitchen. Whole eggs. For years, you may have been told to skip the yolk, but studies now show that advice was misguided. The yolks are where the real power lies, packed with biotin, sulfur, and vitamin D. They provide the raw materials your body needs to make collagen more efficiently. Sulfur is especially critical. Without it, collagen's unique triple helix structure cannot form properly. This can leave your ligaments fragile and your tissues prone to the very swelling you feel in your knees and ankles. In a 2020 clinical trial, adults over 60 who added 2 whole eggs to their breakfast 5 days a week reported significant improvement in their joint comfort within just 10 weeks. Even better, blood tests confirmed improved collagen synthesis and lower C-reactive protein, an indicator of inflammation, and the preparation mattered. Those who cooked their yolks gently, poached, soft-boiled, or lightly fried, saw the greatest benefits, preserving the delicate sulfur compounds that can be lost with eggs. Aren't just a source of protein. They're an entire repair kit for your connective tissue, hiding in plain sight. And yet, they're only the first step. Because once you begin to rebuild, your body will crave more of the building blocks it's been missing for years. And the next step may surprise you, because it comes in a much smaller package. They're tiny, green, and often overlooked. Pumpkin seeds? These humble seeds may seem insignificant next to the more glamorous superfoods you hear about. But inside each one is a powerhouse of trace minerals: zinc, magnesium, and manganese, essential for healthy collagen production. Zinc activates the enzymes that weave collagen's complex structure. Magnesium soothes the chronic inflammation that silently destroys cartilage, and manganese strengthens the web of connective tissue that keeps your joints aligned and stable. Together, these minerals form the foundation for every ligament, tendon, and cartilage repair your body will attempt from this moment forward. In a 2021 study, seniors who ate just a quarter cup of pumpkin seeds daily experienced remarkable results: a 27% improvement in joint flexibility, and nearly a 20% drop in swelling, particularly in their legs and feet. Blood tests showed improved collagen precursors and reduced oxidative stress, the very process that accelerates joint aging. The best part? These seeds are easy to add to your routine. Raw or lightly toasted is best, and soaking them overnight in a little water helps unlock even more minerals. Blend them into your morning oatmeal, sprinkle them over salads, or simply enjoy them as a snack between meals. By now, you might be wondering, can it really be this simple? Can something as small as a handful of seeds change how you walk, how you feel, how much freedom you have to move through your day? The answer is yes, but only if you keep going, because the next step takes you deeper, into the bones of the matter. quite literally. And what lies within those bones may just change everything you thought you knew about healing from the inside out. When you think about salmon, you probably picture a pink fillet on a plate, glistening with olive oil and herbs. And it's true. Salmon is one of the healthiest proteins you can eat, rich in omega-3 fatty acids that calm inflammation throughout the body. But what most people miss is where the real joint healing power lies. In the bones. Bone-in canned salmon is one of the most potent, affordable collagen sources nature has to offer. The soft, edible bones hidden in those cans are packed with type 1 collagen, gelatin, calcium, and phosphorus. The exact cocktail your body needs to rebuild cartilage, reinforce tendons, and strengthen the web of tissue that keeps your joints stable. Most people don't even realize the bones are edible, but here's why you should. In a 2020 clinical study, seniors who added 3 servings of bone-in salmon to their diets each week saw dramatic improvements. Their knee flexibility increased by 32%, inflammation markers like C-reactive protein dropped by 21%, and they reported feeling more confident, standing, climbing stairs, and even getting out of chairs. The omega-3 south in the fish and the collagen in the bones work together to calm the inflammation that makes your knees balloon by evening. And it doesn't take much. Just a few servings a week, mashed right into the salmon meat. You can mix it into salads, spread it on toast with avocado, or stir it into a warm grain bowl. What matters is that you eat both the meat and the bones together, because their power lies in that combination, not in the fish alone. But as powerful as salmon is, it's still just one piece of the puzzle, because next comes a food that most of us have been told to avoid for decades. Yet it holds the exact type of collagen your joints need most. For years, you've probably been told to remove the skin from your chicken. Too fatty, they said. Bad for your heart. But the latest research shows that advice was missing the bigger picture. Chicken skin is one of the richest natural sources of type 1 collagen, the same type found in your ligaments, cartilage, and bones. When you eat it, your body gets the raw material it needs to repair the very tissues time has worn down. In a landmark clinical study published in the International Journal of Medical Sciences, adults over 55 who consumed collagen from poultry sources every day reported a 40% improvement in joint comfort and a 1/3 reduction in stiffness in just 12 weeks. Imaging of their knees even showed less cartilage breakdown and greater fluid density. And this wasn't from a supplement. It was from real food. Skin on chicken, thighs, wings, and necks. Cooked properly. To preserve the benefits, skip deep. Instead, roast, bake, or simmer your chicken slowly. This keeps the collagen intact and prevents harmful oxidation of the fats. Next time you're tempted to peel off that glistening layer and toss it aside, remember, that golden skin could help you walk more smoothly tomorrow, climb stairs with less pain, and regain the spring in your step. And yet, as powerful as chicken skin is, there's something even better. Something you can sip. Something your grandmother may have made without even knowing it was medicine. Bone broth has been called liquid gold. And for good reason. When you simmer bones for hours, they release collagen, gelatin, amino acids like glycine and proline, and minerals like calcium and magnesium. Everything your joints need to rebuild from the inside out. Unlike many supplements, bone broth delivers collagen in its most natural form, along with all the cofactors your body needs to absorb and use it effectively. In a 2021 clinical trial, seniors who drank a cup of bone broth daily for 12 weeks reported 44% less joint swelling, 38% better mobility, and even measurable thickening of cartilage in their knees on ultrasound scans. It goes beyond just easing the symptoms. It nourishes the scaffolding of your joints, hydrates the tissue, and gives you back the cushion between your bones. To make your own, simmer bones, like chicken backs, beef knuckles, or turkey necks, with garlic, onion, apple cider, vinegar, and herbs for at least 12 hours. If you prefer convenience, high-quality refrigerated or frozen bone broth is a good substitute. Sip it plain. Use it as the base for soups or stews, or even cook your rice and vegetables in it for a hidden upgrade. But don't stop here. Because if you thought bone broth was the most direct way to feed your joints, you haven't yet met its more concentrated cousin. If bone broth is liquid gold, then gelatin is collagen's purest form. Gelatin is essentially cooked collagen, extracted from connective tissue, and it's one of the fastest-acting ways to supply your joints with the amino acids they're starving for. A 2018 double-blind study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition tested gelatin on seniors with mild to moderate joint pain. After just 6 weeks, participants showed a 37% improvement in joint mobility, a 27% reduction in swelling, and even early signs of cartilage thickening visible on MRI scans. The best part, it's easy. Choose unflavored, grass-fed gelatin powder with no added sugars. Stir it into warm tea or broth. Make homemade gummies with fruit juice, or even add it to your morning oatmeal. One small scoop a day may help you move with more grace, more freedom, and more confidence. Sooner than you thought possible. Still, as powerful as gelatin is, it's not the most potent food you can eat for collagen. Not even close. Because next comes a tiny fish that delivers an enormous benefit. At first glance, sardines seem unassuming, but eaten whole, with the skin and soft bones intact. Sardines are one of the densest sources of collagen, elastin, and calcium you can put on your plate. The skin contains elastin, which works with collagen to keep your tissues flexible, while the bones provide ready-to-absorb type 1 collagen and calcium. In a 2022 study published in Nutrients, seniors who added sardines to their diet 3 times a week saw their joint pain drop by nearly 30%, and swelling around their knees and ankles decreased by 25% within 2 months. The researchers also noted improved collagen markers in their blood and better walking stability, particularly in those over 65 with early arthritis. If the flavor feels strong, mash them into avocado toast. Mix them into a salad with lemon and herbs, or blend them with Greek yogurt and mustard for a creamy, mild spread. But as extraordinary as sardines are, they still don't claim the crown, because the single most collagen-rich food on earth, the one that rebuilt seniors' joints in weeks, is yet to come. Beef tendons don't look glamorous. In fact, they can seem intimidating at first. Tough, gelatinous, unfamiliar, but they are, quite simply, the most concentrated source of type 1 collagen you can eat. In a 2022 clinical trial, seniors who ate beef tendon stew 3 times a week reported remarkable results. Their joint fluid density improved by 63%, their knee stiffness dropped by 41%, and their walking stability increased noticeably, all within just 30 days. Mr. Eye scans confirmed what they felt. The soft tissue cushioning in their joints was The secret lies in the tendons need to be simmered for hours, usually 8 to 12, until they become tender and almost jelly-like. When properly prepared, they deliver a flood of collagen and peptides directly to the tissues that need them most. Start small if you're new to tendons, chopped into soups, stews, or rice bowls with plenty of vegetables and broth. But once you feel the difference in how you walk, how you climb stairs, how you stand from a chair without wincing, you'll understand why this unassuming cut of meat has been prized in traditional cuisines for centuries. You've now seen the full picture. The hidden power of food to rebuild your joints, reverse your swelling, and restore the confidence in your stride. The question is, which one will you start with? Will it be something familiar, like eggs or broth? Or will you dare to try the king of collagen and feel the difference for yourself? Because every step you take after today is a choice to keep moving towards strength, resilience, and independence. If this video helped you, see that choice more clearly. Subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. Every week, I share deeply science-backed health strategies designed specifically for seniors who refuse to let age define them. And now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 8 foods are you adding to your meals this week? Leave a comment below. I read and reply to every single one. Thank you for watching. And here's to your health.